that feeling never felt tangible until we were all there together watching it in that room. And it was like that guy on the screen going up there, taking his award. He came from here and we're here. So like that is tangible.
Not have an SD card. Rip. Tragic.
Hello, and welcome back to the Hags Podcast. This is episode 12.
12, baby.
1, 2.
1,
How's
2?
it going? How's it going?
Oh, God.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
I'm wearing my tennis dress.
Yeah, no, it's super cute.
Yeah, can we do a stand-up?
Let me
Wow.
see. There's a
Look at that.
stain, don't know why, but
I just want to say the matching of the chair to the dress.
Yeah.
You and that green.
I love green.
You're in it.
My
Yeah.
bestie.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do an outfit.
Got FOMO.
Cute.
Love.
I'm going straight to class. So I'm in a skirt, but I'm gonna
You're
change
ready
my
to
shirt.
go.
I'm ready to
This is my outfit.
Ooh.
If anyone cares.
And why are you wearing that outfit?
I just finished a callback right before we started recording, and it was supposed to be like vacation beach attire.
I was gonna say, you're giving beach.
Yes, that was the goal.
On the beach, sand in the hair, very Outer Banks-esque. I see it.
Good.
Yeah,
and that's why I had sunglasses on my head before we started.
You know
In
what?
case you all
question.
In case you were concerned.
Yeah.
And,
I was so pressed I couldn't see. So you're good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. We haven't done an episode just us in a while, and I just realized this looks very odd.
What is that?
What?
This was my prop from Mike. I just picked it up because it was right there. Let me pick this up instead.
Is that your fiddling anxiety thing?
Yeah, well, this was actually a prop I was using.
No, but your lip gloss. Don't you play with that typically? Yeah.
Yeah,
I see it in every episode.
This is what I fiddle with. And I picked up the wrong thing. Anyway, we were supposed to have an episode in person, but Emily jinxed us and it didn't work out.
We filmed it though. We had fun. And
we spilled major tea.
Yeah. We took shots, spilled tea. It was a good time.
It would have been a really great episode, but unfortunately, our audio got corrupted.
You know, if you guys are interested, maybe one day we'll drop it. Maybe one day we'll give the lore, but it's horrible audio. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do we even have audio?
Not of Emily.
Oh, well, you can't have it. Never mind.
Not of me. Oh,
No.
shit.
Your track didn't work at all.
Well, can't blame it on the cord anymore because I cleaned it and it's organized.
I think it's the Zoom.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Yeah, it's not the first time that's happened. We'll figure it out for next time, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say your fiddly thing that you have with your lip gloss, I broke mine out of rage earlier, so I don't have my thing to play with on my thing, but it's plastic, so.
That thing, was it from the mic stand?
Yeah.
That's really easy to break. Mine broke when I was putting it on one time.
See, okay, so it wasn't out of rage. It was an accident. It was a faulty product. Yeah.
So yeah, no in-person episode yet. Apologies, but it has been a while. So do you all have any life updates?
Girl, I've lived 9 lives under this Mercury retrograde. I am thrown into the ether. Saturn is beating my ass. You want to go, Emily?
Yeah. Let's see, life updates. Well, I did a fight choreography class last week.
Hit her in the head. Oh, she rolled all the way.
was 3 hours, only 10 people. So I was fighting the whole time because in the moment I have limitless energy. Afterwards, I genuinely felt like I was on my deathbed. Like the 2 days after, I was glued to the floor in the craziest stretches. And then at the same time, we went to a fair the day before or the day after the fight thing. And I caught a cold there. So I was in pain and sick at the same time.
That's
It was
not
a lot.
fun.
I
Did you
know.
learn a lot though?
Oh, she did.
Yes.
I'll drop a video.
And you end up on the ground.
Oh, whoa.
So you
Good recovery. Oh.
throw your whole self back. Okay? So that person's dead now.
Oh,
And then Hero is up here. They just knocked him out. And then the other person comes screaming, ah! And they do the whole from behind. And then they end up on the ground dead. And the other person is like, they won.
Wow.
I think that we might have to stop you from going to these classes
No, it's my new passion.
before we're dead.
I
Dead.
was into the hitting. He brought out the little pads thing where you hold it and you like hit it.
Oh, you were getting that
Wait, like
aggression
the
out?
boxing pads?
Yeah,
or-
except you have to hit it and then last minute do that for sound.
Oh, bitch. Let me go. Give me another one.
And then for camera purposes, you go from corner. Yeah, I learned a lot. I gave Jimmie and our roommate Hadan a little reenactment of it
Yeah,
all.
she did.
It was really good, not to brag, but we did it and then I was in pain.
Is it better than Jimmy's with the prop weapon was?
Oh, no. I ate that. Are you
Oh.
kidding? Are you kidding? Roll the tapes. I was so fast.
Yeah. Let
I was whipping that thing out. I was getting people on the ground. I was commanding the room. No.
Didn't the teacher say what was that? to you?
Yeah, and I took the criticism and I worked on it. Okay?
for
And now
you.
it's so much better. Yeah, thank you.
Do you want to demonstrate or no?
I'm gonna bring it. Stay till the end of the episode, and I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna do the
Okay.
full thing.
No, do
Yeah.
it now. Don't be shy.
No, I needed to run it one time. I'm behind. I need to. I
You
need to
do
run
that
it.
right now.
No, this is to incentivize people to stay. So I'm doing Hag and this podcast a service. So
Okay.
Yes, because we
I'm
did not
creating
have
some
time.
tension.
There's no time for rehearsal today.
There's no
Yeah.
time. We are on a time crunch.
We are.
What else did we do? I went to
Oh,
a psychic.
I
Oh,
was just
what were
about
you
to
gonna
say
say?
that. No, I was literally
Yeah.
gonna say we went to an Orange County Fair psychic for $10.
Sounds legit.
$18. It was
Mine
not
was
$10.
13.
What?
Mine was 13, but it was ass, so it makes sense.
Oh, that's why you didn't get the same reading as me and Caitlin. We got the $15 reading. You
She
got
was
the $10.
uninterested. I told her I was like $15 reading, and then she was like, "Okay, it's $10 with the $3 service charge," and then I got a shitty ass reading.
Hmm.
It's okay though.
Okay.
Give
I
us
wrote
your
mine
reading.
down. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Mhm.
Let's hear it.
She told me that my indigo was purple. And I honestly deeply resonate with that. Okay. I
Wait,
feel
your
like
did you mean your
You-
aura?
oh, my aura. Oh
You did not say
no.
that right.
My aura. I wrote this backwards in my notes and I fucked with my brain. My aura is indigo. Okay. Which I deeply resonate with. I feel like I can give out a purple hue.
You do. That's your hat color.
I know.
You're right.
I
That makes-
know. I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
But she said, let me read it. Hold on. She said indigo meaning. She said it was that I have a really strong sense of my intuition. And she said that I was quite open. And she said that I can read, like I have good intuitive gifts. She also said that purple meant that I was creative, artistic, not autistic. And
Okay.
and she said that I have a good sense of like I was a good leader. However, the caveat to my aura, she said, right now I'm in a part of my life where I am not as confident and I feel like I am kind of wandering around figuring out who I am and my purpose and learning how to command the space back in the room, which I feel because I am in a space where I'm, I feel a little lost. So she clocked me. And
Wow.
then she told me that I need to look out for the number 5. She said the number 5 is going to have significance to you in your life for the next couple of months. She also told me that I needed to stay away from Virgo women. So I have my eye out for those women. And then she said to not establish any roots professionally or romantically until October. She said October will be a month where all of the things that I've worked towards during the year will come to fruition in October.
And do you want to tell the audience what's happening in October?
We are dropping our crowdfunding campaign, and she didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So October is a big month for us. And I'm
Yeah.
prepping to go abroad. We're having momentum on the feature.
Yeah, we
October.
should touch on that quickly because the last time we talked to the podcast audience, we were launching our campaign in August, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we've had some pretty cool opportunities come up. We probably can't go into too much detail, but now we've decided to launch the campaign in October, and it'll be spooky season, which I think will be really fun for our campaign.
Yeah, spooky for against us. Yeah, I think so too. I think it makes sense. And the opportunities that are in front of us are important and we need to invest our time into those. And then we will step back into crowdfunding for against us.
I was just going to say, as soon as we can give any details about these opportunities, we will.
Oh,
Mhm.
you will mute us. You will block us. You will say enough. We will be so vocal about. I may get a t-shirt. Okay. Like it's gonna be intense.
You're going to get a t-shirt.
That's a lot.
Are you kidding? You can cut this, but if that you best believe I will have a hat, I will have socks, I will have a t-shirt, a bag. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Beautiful.
I was gonna close out my psychic reading by saying the episode today is talking about being confident as filmmakers. So I feel like it is a good through line as I am on my confidence journey right now in my life. My psychic clocked it. It's a good segue into the episode. We're not going to jump right in right now, but I'm just saying it is.
Yeah.
It is a good segue.
Mhm.
Any other updates?
My psychic told me that I would have 3 kids.
Hmm.
So that's cute. She also said that I would find success in my life and in my career path, which she knew what I did. I don't know if that's grammar. Anyways, you get the point. She knows. So she said I would have success, but it wouldn't happen overnight. And then I was like, damn, not overnight. It's not coming. And then I was like, wait, I've been here for 10 years. So not overnight could mean tomorrow at this point. So it's coming
Yeah.
for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My birth chart says I'll find success in my 30s. So
Ooh.
I am going into my Saturn return in a month. So that could either be a lot of transformation and hardship for me or a lot of success. So it just depends how Saturn wants to treat me.
the Saturn return is what you make it.
It is what you make it. You're right. It is what you make it. And I feel like right now I'm really inquisitive and trying to grow personally and professionally. So I think I will take advantage of my return. However, I can be a little tumultuous. So there will be some lulls within it. But it's going to bring me about. It's going to bring me on the better side of it at the end of it. So yeah.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Mm-hmm.
She also told me I would have a long life, which I did not expect. So I'm here for the long time, not just a
good.
good time.
A good time and a long time.
Yes.
Mhm.
What
Oh,
else? Oh,
I have something.
oh,
Last night, we were hanging out with ChatGPT, our bestie.
oh.
We took screenshots of our Instagram feed and we inputted it in ChatGPT and we said, roast our Instagram feeds. And he came through Jimmie's throat.
Honestly, I didn't deserve it. Like, really?
Just
At the end of this tumultuous couple of weeks, this is what I get from Miss ChatGPT. I'm loyal to her. I use her all the time. She came from my throat.
I'm just gonna say the best part of what she said.
No.
She she said, "Did your personality get left at customs?"
Okay.
Oh, shots fired.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
was
pretty
taking
good.
strays from Miss ChatGPT.
She was being really nice to me, but then I was like, "No, make me cry." And she said, "This feed is giving big main character energy, but let's be real, you're more like the quirky sidekick nobody asked for."
Ooh, I did. I
No.
asked.
And it
Miss
said your
Personality.
Instagram, literally. And she said your Instagram is like a bad Netflix series, overproduced, shallow, and trying way too hard to be something it's not. So egos were
Wow.
bruised.
Hey, that means you're marketing yourself well. That means you are understanding the world of Miss Digital Media and you are setting your Instagram up for success. And
Mhm.
ChatGPT clocked that. So,
And in the first one, she said that I needed to save some self-confidence for everyone else. So,
oh my gosh.
you
See,
know, we have
you're
a
thriving.
thing.
I don't.
Thriving.
I don't have a thing with ChatGPT, but I'm glad you do. And
She
I'm
came
glad
for
it's working
you.
out for you. Yeah, it did. It did come for me.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah. So, also, we had a friend in town for the past 2 weeks, and I feel like I got to, we did a lot of LA things. Like we went to the Dodgers game, we went to the Academy Museum. We went to a lot of museums. We went to this like old bar that is a famous bar in Burbank. It was fun. It was really fun. I feel like I don't go out and like do enough, and it really inspired me to be more um social and push myself because I work from home and do a lot of things from home. So I need to put myself out there and meet new people and be more communicative. So
I feel like you meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
really?
We literally
Yes.
go to a party every weekend,
No, we
sometimes
don't.
two. Yeah,
Every
we
weekend?
do.
Really?
We've been for like the last 2 months, like
Actually, you're
we've been
probably
at an
right.
event and a party every week, even
Maybe
like on a weeknight.
we did go out on a weeknight, aren't we?
We did. We were
We're bad.
crazy.
I know.
So wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting around.
You're right. I think I'm just hard on myself because yeah. I'm telling you, the confidence thing. Anyway,
Yes. Yeah, you definitely meet a lot of people
yeah.
We
and go
do.
places.
Uh,
Okay, so if y'all don't have anything else, let's jump into our main topic, which is finding confidence in this crazy industry.
Yeah. Girl. Yep. We were actually hanging out with Charlene, who is in my bathroom. But we were hanging out with her yesterday and we were getting um dinner before an event we were going to. And we were basically like kind of just debriefing about what we've been doing the past 7 months. And we were just like, yeah, we're trying to find our footing. We're trying to build confidence and learn how to put ourselves out there and learn how to like ride through the ebb of the flow. And she was like, that's the whole journey of being in this city. She's like, nobody knows what they're doing and everybody feels like they could be doing something better. So
yeah,
mm,
it comes and goes.
it comes and goes. Yeah. But how do you guys, like, what do you guys do to make yourself feel more confident in this industry?
I was thinking about this before we started, and kind of opposite Jimmie, I had an epiphany last week where I just felt very secure in myself and what I stand for and what I'm doing. And I think a lot of it has to do, for me, is just setting myself up for success.
Yeah.
Like
That does make me, that helps me too.
I've been doing this for, okay, I'll categorize it between acting and filmmaking. Acting, I feel so solid because I've had so much training. I've done a bajillion self-tapes. I've been on every size set imaginable, and I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I want to keep training. I want to keep getting better. You can always keep getting better. But when it comes to confidence, I feel like I'm there. Like my callback today, I was a little nervous, but that's normal.
Yeah.
I set my stuff up last night and figured out how to get a full body, how to do this, what if they ask this, and I was just ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just preparing, and a lot of that for acting is training, in my opinion, and being on student film sets when you're starting and all of that. And that's why I feel pretty confident in that sector. And then filmmaking, I haven't been filmmaking as long as I've been acting, but I've been doing it for a while, and I know what I'm talking about. I stay up to date on what's happening in the industry, and I figure shit out when I need to.
Yeah.
So everything I do, I'm setting myself up for success. There's never a day where I'm not improving in my career somehow.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who have day jobs like us can get a little complacent because it's so exhausting to do it all. But even if you just fit in like 10, 15 minutes a day, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how I've gotten to this place, and just getting older. But
yeah, getting older definitely helps. For me, like I don't feel unconfident in the craft. I think it's in myself, but I think that makes sense for me right now because I'm in a new city, I'm in a new market. We're doing a feature film we're debuting our first feature. So we have a lot of new things happening in professionally for us and personally for me, which makes sense why I feel more uncertain in myself. But I feel like actually the craft is honestly what keeps me what what fuels my confidence, because it's like, oh, I'm good at this, I can do this, and this can reverberate in other places of my life. So when I need that boost, I'm going to take it from, oh, I did a good scene in class, or oh, I understood this script, or oh, I really connected with my scene partner,
yeah.
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 But I wanted to jump off of what you said, Cheyenne, because I think this is important because one, over preparing and being resourceful and being scrappy, like those things add to your confidence, but also failing and falling on your face adds to confidence. And I found this quote, and it said, to have comfort in your life and to feel comfortable, you have to take risks. Real confidence is gained from going out into the world and meeting it by taking risks, failing, getting back up, and not letting it stop you, because you're not going to find comfort in your house. To be a robust, confident person, you have to be willing to take collateral damage and entertain the possibility of humiliation and failure.
100%.
100%. And I feel like we're doing that. Like we're doing a podcast we've never done before. We're figuring it out in real time on the fly with all these people. We're just doing so many things, and without the care of like the way that we're perceived, and continuously putting ourselves out there, even with rejection and obstacles and no's. And it's making us more confident producers, actors, directors, filmmakers as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with my confidence, because when you do something for a while, it's inevitable that you fail. Like I have definitely like flopped a callback before. I've flopped an audition before. not every film I've ever made is good. So
Mhm.
I know that, okay, that happened. I just do it again. No
Yep.
one's stopping me. Like,
Yep.
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just staying grounded in yourself and who you are. That's like my biggest key because like from moving here and like just the journey through it all, there were like I go through waves of where I'm like, "Oh, I'm super confident." And like today I'm having a high confident day. But then other days it's like just a deep like self-hatred a lot. Like I go through that like all the time. But like the thing that like helps me like remind myself of like what I am and who I'm doing because I feel like since moving here I've been disconnected from that is just like because when we were in Huntsville, like we were so focused on acting and like building our resume, building our credits, like making sure that we had our materials together. So all I did was stare at my materials all day and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got my shit together. Like this is what I've done my whole life." And then moving here, I got disconnected from that and kind of lost the confidence and like side of who I was and like what I'm doing out here. And then like recently I've had to like remind myself like going into like classes or auditions or just parties in itself. Like I've had to write out like what I've done, who I am, where I'm going, the skill sets I possess. Because like I used to be highly, highly confident at all times. Nothing could literally break me. And now like moving here, I've like gone through that weird phase of like, oh, no confidence, or oh, here is all of it. So just like having a list of like your strengths and what you're good at, what you've done, like literally just stare at your materials. That's what I had to do last week because I was submitting to agents again. So I was like just staring at like my resume, my website, my casting profiles. And I was like, okay, we're solid. Like we've done the work, we've put in the time. Like looking at other people, they aren't doing as much as people like us are doing because this is literally our whole lives outside of like having to have a day job. So just reminding yourself of like what you are and what you've done is like very
Mhm.
important because like this year it's just been so slow and I've gotten so disconnected from that and like I've kind of forgotten but then like I had a live audition yesterday and I just like had to tap into the mindset of like no, I've done this before. I've booked, I've gotten incredible feedback. My teachers have like praised me for like things that I've done in class. I'm like it's solid. Like you just have to calm yourself, breathe, and go in knowing that like you can do this and trust yourself because if you trust yourself, it's 100% going to be there every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And it's easy to lose that, Emily, moving here because it does feel like the stakes are higher. Like in a city where so much is happening and so many people are on set or making a movie or, whatever their creative thing is at 100%. So it's easy to come out here and to get lost because we were not operating like that in Huntsville,
Yeah, I don't even
because
think that like the stakes feel higher here necessarily. It honestly pretty much feels the same because you get to see it for what it is and you see like actors here like you see a lot of them like they're not really like putting in the work like you really can just see all of it out there of like who's actually like trying and who's not like I don't it didn't make the stakes feel as higher it was just like I don't know
yeah, you
transition
definitely.
phases moving out here and then like the industry is slow right now too so it's just it was a weird time but it
Yeah.
doesn't feel as high and scary here as most people would think that it is.
Yeah, no, Emily, you're right. It's you coming out here and seeing the city for what it is definitely demystifies it. However, when you're in this, when you're, and this is probably just me, but like when I see somebody book or I see somebody do something and I'm not checking in on myself and trusting in myself, then it is easy to get lost and feel unconfident in what you're doing. So you need to have that balance of both. Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of being out there too, from when I'm there, everyone's projecting something.
Oh my
And
God.
we
Yeah.
all have we all have the same insecurities or whatever inside. We all feel like we're not doing enough or except, there's always the exceptions of people who are just on another planet. But like it reminds me of the Charlie XCX song with Lord. It's like she believed my projection.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's still like inside the young girl from Essex.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's Hodan, our roommate, calls the city a mirror. And she's like, you see the city for how you show up to it. And it's like, are you hanging out with people that just want to be like, just want to chase clout and like be successful on the internet and like are willing to be opportunistic and step on you? Or are you hanging out with people that are championing you or in your corner or lifting you up? You know, like it's, you come to the city, the city shows you who you are based on how you come to it. So I think that is interesting. You said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I come off, very intimidating and whatever, however people describe me.
Yeah,
I'm
but
aware of it.
you come off intimidating, but you don't come off judgmental. So
Well,
like,
that's good.
no, like you don't come off like you know better than somebody else. You come off like authentically sure of who you are, which is intimidating. Does that make sense? You're not like arrogant and you don't take up the space from other people in the room. You just come in strong within yourself, which is intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am sure of myself, but that doesn't mean I don't feel bad sometimes.
Oh yeah. You got to fake it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like we were saying, like it's all a facade and we're all humans.
Yeah, definitely. But I am proud of us. Like we're doing so much and it is a lull and we're figuring out our acting careers within the change of Hollywood, but we're doing it with our own stuff and our own content and like investing in ourselves, which I think is going to be better to stay in this career long term and to set ourselves up for success.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even, maybe it's because I'm already on this side of it, but I don't even see not making your own films as an option anymore.
I don't either. I don't, and I look at people that have been here for so long and I'm like, why don't you make your own stuff? Like, just do like I can't give my career and I can't put it into somebody else's hands. Like I don't think any of us can. I mean, why do you think we're doing this? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the weight that people place on the city is just like unnecessary because honestly, life feels like a game 90% of the time and nothing genuinely really matters. And once you unlock that, you're literally gonna have freedom to do whatever you want. Because, like, this whole weight of, like, oh, this city, it's gonna drag you down. It's not. It's what you make it. If you come here, you have your confidence, you have your mindset on what you want. It's like, why not go do it? Like, you deserve to be in the rooms that you're walking in. So I feel like that's just an unnecessary stress that's added because life feels like a game most of the time.
Life is a game. I mean, this industry is a game. This city is a game,
Yeah. If you can unlock like the full confidence that you deserve what you're getting and what you're stepping into, you're going to literally be able to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Because the people that have that mindset are the ones on stage and on screen winning awards.
And the people that are confident had a mountain of rejection and obstacles and not knowing who they are and like continued to power through to get to the top. You have to do all of those negative things to be at the top. So if you're in a space of like, oh, I keep falling and I keep failing, that's good. You fail upwards and that's how you build confidence,
Yeah. Yeah. I also think it's important too to not put all of your self-worth into your career.
You can't.
You need to do things every day outside of the industry that make you feel good. Like one of mine is learning Spanish, which in turn helps my career. But I don't do it for that. I do it because I want to be fluent in Spanish. And every time I go up a level, it makes me feel good about myself. Or when I do a yoga class or a Pilates video, whatever. Or even just cooking a meal at home, doing a new recipe, like just small things that add value to your life that make you feel good.
You have to find happiness where you are. Because I'm like genuinely happy, like in this city and like where I am. Like, career outside of it all, like when we first moved here, I didn't do a lot of career stuff. I didn't go to a lot of career events, but I was just genuinely happy, like in this city, going to the beach, going on hikes, just getting out, going to the store. Like, you gotta find the things outside of life. And like, I talked with my voice teacher about this because I was working on the song Vienna, and she makes you break it down line by line. Each line has to have a different story from your life. So he repeats Vienna waits for you like 5 times or something, and each Vienna had to mean something different. So like at the start of the song, we were like, okay, Vienna is my career, it's my happiness, it's life, like that. And by the end of the song, we cracked that Vienna was true happiness. And she was like, what truly makes you happy? And I was like, I like going to the beach and listening to music. And she was like, there you go. Like shit like that. And then like also she was like, down the road it'll be having a family. Like the true happiness and like Vienna of your life and what you're doing has to be anchored to something that's not career. Because all of my Viennas before that were like career focused, like not that deep, not that tied to. And then like we cracked it of like what truly is life, like the art of truly living life is what you need to be content in. And like
Yeah.
I feel that in this city, I'm like, this is like the happiest I've been in a city. There's so much to do. Like if I'm not doing a career thing, I'm not like sad about it and I'm not distracted by it. I'm like, I don't care because I'm literally gonna go to the beach or go on a walk, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, and you're also surrounded by good people. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
super important.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so important. The people we
Yeah.
have here are literally the best people I've ever met in my whole life. So
Yeah.
thankful for them.
Yeah, same. Same. Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, you can't put any of your any weight onto your career because that's fleeting. You never know what will come of it, you know? Like you have to have that within yourself and you have no
Yeah.
control over your career, honestly. But you
Yeah.
do have control over how you show up to yourself every day. I
Yeah,
always like
because
doing something like I try these three things every day, like something physical, something spiritual, and then something intellectual for myself, just to keep myself grounded. And yeah.
yeah, because so many people move out here with career being the only thing on their mind. And I think that's like, I moved at like a healthy point in that relationship with my
We've
career because I wasn't really like out here like, oh, I'm moving just for career. I was more like, if I don't get out of Alabama, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm
yeah.
moving to California because I love California and I feel grounded there and connected with nature because it's not just a city, in case you didn't realize that. There's like you can get out of the city within 30 minutes and you can be in serenity and peace. And that's like where I kind of moved. I wasn't like, oh, I'm moving this because I'm chasing a career. I'm moving because I want to move and be in a new city and do new things and have my life fully be my own. And that's
Yeah.
like a really healthy spot to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I've touched on this before in a previous episode, but that's why we moved. We're not where we're fully moving yet, but you have to make decisions not only for career, but also for your overall happiness and life
Oh yeah.
quality.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I felt the same way. Like I felt stagnant, not even just in my career, but in who I was in
Mm-hmm.
Huntsville. And I knew like I have high openness. Like the big five personality test, like my openness is like 93%. I like new experiences. I like challenging myself, you know, like intellectually, like socially with people. And I just knew that if I wanted to step into a higher version of myself, so corny saying that, I needed to be in a place that would allow me to do that, which is not Huntsville. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you think about it, this is just an example because it's like what all actors aim for when they're starting and filmmakers. Let's say you win an Academy Award. Awesome. That's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment. But who are you celebrating with afterwards?
Oh yeah.
That's what matters. Because
Oh
if you
yeah.
don't have your people, then you're just depressed and alone after one of the biggest
Yeah.
moments of your life.
And you can tell the people that don't like in the city that like don't have their support system and then don't like aren't connected to who they are and their morals. Like you can sniff those people out. And yeah, it's sad.
I've always wanted to win an Academy Award. I would say whatever you want about it. I've always wanted one.
I want to win one. Are you kidding me? What do you mean?
Yeah, a lot of people don't, they think it's a scam or whatever, and you do have to pay a lot to promote yourself for it, but whatever. Regardless, I've wanted one since I was a child,
Yeah, I want one.
and when I'm working out or something, there's a ton of visuals going through my head, and I always come back to the one for when that moment happens, right? And I picture it and I can see it happening. And over the years, it's evolved so much based on the people I have in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously you two are in it now. And it's just like, it just keeps getting better and better the more I find myself and the more grounded and secure I become.
Yeah,
I was gonna
definitely.
say, yeah, and I was gonna say that reminds me of all of us at Sidewalk 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Too.
when
Yeah.
everything everywhere all at once swept.
It goes to everything.
And that's the reason why that's important for us is because Daniel Schweinart, who was one of the co-writers and the co-directors of that movie, he came from Sidewalk, which is in Birmingham, Alabama. And I remember that feeling never felt tangible until we were all there together watching it in that room. And it was like that guy on the screen going up there, taking his award, who made the movie was incredible. It was so creative. I was like, he came from here and we're here. So like that is tangible, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And being in that room and just feeling the energy was absolutely,
It was
yeah.
incredible. Yeah, it was overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, it was beautiful. Do
You
we
can
have
do
anything else we want to say? Oh, I have one more quote. People out there that are afraid to put themselves out there in their career and like are afraid of the no's and the obstacles. If you don't have rejection, you're living in a fantasy. So to have the life you want and to have some sort of semblance of control that you want, you have to deal with the no's and the rejection. And then that is how you start to stumble towards the goals that you set for yourself. So I think that was almost like that shifted me a lot reading that, because I was like, oh, okay, I'm doing the right things. I'm messing up. I'm putting myself out there and I'm still climbing and growing and figuring myself out and this company out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I love that. I wrote it in my journal and underlined it 3 times.
Yeah, it's very true. Very
Mhm.
true. I think that's a good spot to go to our outro questions. We're going to be asking ourselves a couple of the ones we usually ask our guests. We've already covered the first one, so we're not going to do that. We all know what we'd be doing if we weren't an actor or in this industry. What is the next one?
The next one is your favorite part of your daily routine. Mine is going on my run. Yeah, going on my run. And then I've really been, I have 2 things: going on my run and then journaling at nighttime and like sifting through my day, and sitting with my thoughts and feelings, because I haven't done that in so long. I kind of felt journaling allows me to ground myself. So yeah, journaling and running.
Yeah, you got to get that out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love my walks and I love listening to my pop music and blaring my headphones during my walks. I don't live near anything, so I can do that safely, just for clarity.
What are you bopping?
Oh, all the girlies. Charlie, Billy, Ariana, Taylor, Sabrina, Chapel, 100% all the time. I'm sure I'm missing some, but all the girls.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think one of my favorite parts of the day is lunch.
Oh, I fuck with lunch.
I love preparing my lunch, and it's always really good. I don't know. I just love lunch.
My routine is slowly being built, but I don't have one yet. I just started eating breakfast, so that's a new routine.
Oh my God.
I know. That's fun. Other than that, I don't know. I'm still building like my workout routine that I do daily, but I just like taking my shower. That's about it. If I can just take a shower, listen to music, sometimes silence because my head is overwhelmed. That's all I need. Doing my hair routine because I finally learned how to take care of my hair properly. That's fun. Sometimes it's tiring though. The last 2 days I've been like, hair care. But
Mhm.
normally I love it. So yeah.
I do love a good
Debriefing.
shower.
Mm-hmm.
If I can't shower in the morning, I'm not a happy gal.
That's me. I shower in the morning and at night. And it's
Yeah.
just like it, yeah, I'm the same way.
I
Yeah.
feel dirty if I don't.
Yeah.
I like a
Okay.
good midday shower.
Oh, I do too.
Sometimes
I-
if I work out in the morning, then I do a midday shower.
I love a midday shower. It's like I feel like I'm cheating because I am leaving my job to go take a little shower.
Oh,
Oh. Ooh. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been told? Mine is from Noah Barron from the studio, and I think about this all the time. I remember I was looking at all my stuff and I was like, how am I going to make myself different? Like, I don't understand. And he was like, Jimmie, if you want space, you got to take the space. So he's always like, if you want space for yourself, you make it yourself. And yeah, I all the time when I'm in my head, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, no, I'm creating my own space and creating my own path in this non-linear, insane career. So yeah, make your own space.
that's important,
Mhm.
especially when finding confidence.
Hey, callback.
Emily, do you know what yours is?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Do you have yours?
No.
Okay, let me think. I don't know. I really don't. I would have to think a lot about this. It would probably be something from Anthony or Noah or Sid or someone. I don't know though. Honestly, I think the best advice I've ever been given are from lessons that I've learned myself and advice I've curated in my brain for myself. Because, like, that's been the most life-changing. Like, nothing someone's ever said has been so significantly life-changing for me, but things that I've learned from idiot situations I've gotten myself in and just from journaling. Like, I don't know, probably about like just boundaries and people and how you don't need to keep people around. Like, don't stay at a place where you're not welcome and don't try to make it happen. Learn how to get up and leave, how to do your own thing, set high boundaries. You don't owe anyone anything. They don't deserve anything from you. And no is enough. You can just, I don't know. That's like my
Yeah,
biggest life
That's
lesson that has made me who I am and has made me able to stay in this industry.
that's the most Taurus answer you could have
I
given.
know.
Because I was gonna say
Came from myself.
nobody's advice is gonna tell me what I need to do. I gotta fumble and figure that shit out on my own, and then that's the advice I'm gonna take.
No,
That
literally,
is,
because I am so stubborn. I can have the world warning me that what I'm doing is stupid, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I see it's stupid, and I'm gonna do it anyway because until I get hurt enough, I'm not gonna learn anything. I literally have to be in the trenches, getting murdered essentially, and
yeah.
then I'll be like, let me pick myself up and fix myself by myself and teach myself everything I need because everyone warned me and I knew what I was doing and I did it anyways because I have to learn for myself. No one can warn me.
Taurus is a bull.
yeah.
They are.
They are.
But as long as you learn and take your own advice from what you've learned, then you're good to go.
Yeah, and I
Completely
trust
agreed.
myself enough. I know I'll always do that. I can be doing idiot shit and I'll be like, this is dangerous, but I'm like, I trust myself enough to know that I'm not gonna let this take me down. I just have to have my little moment to be self-destructive so then I can rebuild myself and
Yeah.
learn a life-changing lesson.
Yeah. It's very true.
Mhm.
Honestly, my justification is kind of similar. I've gotten excellent advice from a lot of people in my life, but I think for me, I went through quite a bit when I was younger. So my advice to younger me and to me in present day is when you take care of yourself, you can get through anything.
So true.
So,
So
'cause
so true.
when things just keep, and obviously life happens, but when things keep getting worse and not going your way, or you're dealing with a lot of battles internally, when you take care of yourself, it gets better and better things come your way and you attract things that are healthy for you.
Mhm.
And when life happens, it's really important to take care of yourself because you got to handle your.
Yep.
And sometimes it's really hard to handle, but
I know. Yep.
you're a real tough kid and you can handle your.
Yep, that's so
That
true.
song.
That's so true. Yep, that's actually why I'm going back to therapy because I feel like I need that to ground myself. So, yeah.
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 That's another thing I would tell my go to therapy sooner.
Therapy. Yeah. God. Yes. 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 Yeah.
Now
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go journal about this and think, what has someone else given me advice? I'll come back on the next episode and be like, here's the life-changing advice that I did receive from someone that I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't force it, because sometimes you can you can have it and it just be in your subconscious, and then that's like what is guiding you. So,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I think the way the question is phrased, which is
Makes
ironic
it
because
seem
we
like
give it
you
to
need
everyone
a
else.
quote. Yeah.
Yeah, not even a quote, but just like it needs to be completely life-changing in every
Oh,
aspect.
like
But
completely profound. Yeah.
yeah, I've gotten so much great acting advice and filmmaking advice, but
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think what I just said has mattered the most in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 12 of the Hags Podcast. We should be back on a more regular schedule. Emily, where can they find us?
You can find us at the Hags Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Hag Productions. The Hags Podcast at Instagram, TikTok.
Yes, and follow Against Us movie on Instagram as well. And Jimmie,
Yes.
where can they watch or listen?
You can go to Spotify and listen to the Hags Podcast. You can go to YouTube, Hag Productions, and listen to the Hags Podcast. You cannot go to Apple or Apple Music or Spotify at what is it called? Apple Podcast and listen to Hags Pod. But one day you will. So
One day. One day. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You were recording. It just moved to the other
Hi,
side
no,
with the update.
recording. I don't remember pressing it.